Welcome to this double ball challenge. Eddie playing in his first ever here. Danny leading off. His putt's got to bounce off the back. The other stayed short. Was on line with the hole. My putt's here. Rolling down. Split the hole. Got to bounce. Just missed to the left. The other stayed along the wall on the back. Eddie, his first putt in a double ball challenge. One stayed short. The other rolled by. Got to bounce. Right by the hole. Danny for his two, got it. Now his other one for two, rolled it in up to four. Eddie, can he save it for two? Off the wall, off the other wall, still some work left for three. His putt, whipped it in. Gonna tap his other in for two, down one to the lead. My putt in for two, my other to be tied for the lead after one. Got it to go up to four. On to hole two. Danny leading off his putts. One missed the wall. The other hit the wall, missed. Got a great bounce back. My putts. Can I find it for a double hole in one here? Did the same thing as Danny. Got a bounce. Both right by the hole. Eddie. His putts in his first ever double ball challenge. Can he get the win? Got a good bounce off the wall. The other stayed to the left. Gonna tap both of mine in for twos. Up to eight. All twos to start for me. Eddie rolled it in. A good save there. In for two on his other. Up to nine. Danny. Easy tap in for two. Now to stay tied for the lead. Lipped out. Gonna tap it in for three. Up to nine. Down one. On to hole three. I have the solo lead. My putts here. Both made it through the posts. Bounced off the back in opposite directions. Eddie, his putts here, both rolled through as well on a similar line. Both kicked to his left. Danny, down by one to the lead, just missed the post. Can he find it for a hole in one? Yes, got it to go up to 10. What a putt from Danny. Now for his two with his other ball. Pushed it. Gonna tap it in for three to make a four on this hole. Wow. Eddie, his putt, got it. Now his other for two. Rolled it in up to 13. My putts need to make both to still be in the lead. Got it there, my other. Pushed it. Gonna tap it in for three. A three-way tie for first. On to hole four. Eddie leading off, tied for the lead in his first ever double ball challenge. One rolled back down. The other just missed for a hole in one. Now for his two. Rolled back down again. Unlucky break there for Eddie. His third made it in. Drops out and drops in for three. Up to 16. A big save there, Danny. Both rolled back down to the tee. Oh no. Now for his two. Made it in. Can he find it like Eddie? No, missed to the left. His other ball for two. Made it in the first one. Drops out. And rolled by to the back wall. Wow. My putts. Both with some speed. Rolled in the second one. Gonna roll out slowly. Stay there by the hole. Good looks for two. My first one for two. Got it. The other to be in the lead. Whipped out. Gonna tap it in for three. Up to 18. Eddie for his two. Got it. Also up to 18. Danny for three. Lipped it in. His other for three to be down by one to the lead. Got it. What a save. Up to 19. On to hole five. Eddie leading off. Both of his going opposite directions, but ended up right by each other. This hole breaks from left to right off the tee. My putts here going down the left side. Couldn't get a bounce towards the hole. Stayed along the wall. Danny. His putts here, got a bounce, dropped in for a hole in one. The other missed for a double hole in one. Wow, now for his two, missed it. The second time he's made a three on his other ball after making a hole in one. Eddie pushed it for two, gonna tap it in for three, up to 21. Now for two to be tied with Danny, missed it again. In for three, up to 24. My putts need to make both to take the lead. Got it there, my other one for the solo lead. Lipped it in up to 22. On to hole 6. My putts here split the hole and rolled over. Have some work left for 2. Danny, his putts. One made it in, the other rolled over. Dropped out, missed to the left. The other ended up in the corner by me, Eddie. One hit the hole, bounced back. The other rolled over. Wow. Now for his 2. Made it in just barely and missed to the left. Right next to Danny. Danny for his 2. Got it up to 25. And Eddie for his 3. Rolled it in. A good save there. Eddie for his 2 with his other ball. Tricky putt. Rolled by. Still some work left for 3. His putt. Nasty lip out. Now for 4. Got it. Up to 31. Danny for his 2. Got a bounce off the wall, but ran out of speed. In for 3 up to 28. My putt here had to hit it lefty. Breaking the other way. Stayed there. My other one playing it off the wall. Got a bounce. Missed the hole. Rolled into the corner. Some work left for 3 on both. Got it there up to 25 now. To be tied with Danny for the lead. Got it up to 28. On to hole 7. Danny's putts here rolling down. Both on a good line. Dropped in for a double hole in 1. Wow, up to 30. Eddie can't believe it. Eddie, can he follow it up with a double hole in 1 as well? His putts rolling down the right side. One stayed short. The other missed to the right. In for 2. Now this one for 2. Missed it to the left. Gonna tap it in for 3. Up to 36. My putts here. A double hole in 1 to stay tied for the lead. Missed to the right. The other stayed short. Now for my 2. Had the read from Eddie. Got it up to 30. This one for 2. Rolled it in up to 32. On to hole 8. Danny, after a double hole in 1 on the last hole, 1 on a good line, just missed it. Following each other there, good roll off the hill, right by the hole. My putts. Lipped out, kicked it the other way. Got a bounce off the wall. Still some work left for my 2s. Eddie, down by 6 to the lead in his first ever double ball challenge. His putts. Bounced off the wall. Danny for 2, got it. Now his other in for 2 up to 34, playing well. Eddie rolled it in. Can he save this one for 2 as well? He does. Thought he missed it. Up to 40, my putt. Whipped it in up to 34. My other pulled it left. Gonna tap it in for 3 up to 37. On to hole 9. A tricky hole here. Danny's putts. One hit the wall. The other made it through. Rolled back down. The other kicked to the right. Stayed by the hole. My putts here. We've seen big numbers on this hole in the double ball challenge if they don't make it to the top. I did the same thing as Danny. Eddie hit the wall with 1. The other made it to the top. Got a bounce to the right. We all hit the same putts there. My putt for 2. Missed it to my left. In for 3 up to 40. Eddie for his 2. Rolled it in. Danny to save his 2. Lipped out. Gonna tap it in for 3 up to 37. Eddie, his putt got some air on that one. Kicked to the right. Now for his 3. Saved it. A 45 on the front for Eddie. Danny for his 2. Got a bounce. Stayed there by the hole. Now for 3. Got it. A 40 on the front for Danny. My putt here. Missed it, but stayed on top. Still some work left for 3. My putt. Got it. A 43 on the front for me. On to the back 9 in this double ball challenge. Danny with a 3-shot lead over me. 5 over Eddie. Eddie's putts both missed the slope. Danny, his putts rolling down. One hit the left wall. The other found the slope. Can he find it for a hole in 1? Missed it to the right. Someone plays super well on this back nine. My putts here. Both found the slope. Can I find it for a double hole in one to start the back nine? Dropped out, missed to the right. The other missed to the left. Easy tap-ins for two, up to 47. Eddie, can he save it for two? Rolls down, drops out and missed to the right. His other one for two. Found the slope. Can he find it? No, right over the edge. Easy tap-ins for three. On both of those, Eddie up to 51. Danny, his putt here, made it in. Can he find it? Drops out. Got it to go. A big two save there. Now his other for two, rolled it in up to 44. On to hole 11, the longest hole on the course. My putts here, rolling down just right. Got a bounce, dropped in. The other just missed for a double hole in one. Wow, putting some pressure on Danny. He has the lead right now with 8 holes to play. His putt's rolling down. Needs to pick up speed. Got a soft bounce. The other, not enough speed to get to the wall. In for two. His other for two. Got it up to 48. Eddie, can he make a comeback on this back nine? His putt's rolling down. One missed left. The other stayed short. My putt for two. Got it up to 50. Now down by 2 to the lead. Eddie, can he save it? Pushed it there to the right. In for three up to 54. His other one for two. Got it up to 56. On to hole 12. Danny's putts here rolling down. Both found the center. Can he find it for a double hole in one? Got it. His other missed it to the right. Wow, he can't believe it. My putts here. Can I find the center for a chance at a double hole in one? Yes. First one missed. The other rolling out slowly. Drops down. It drops in up to 51. Eddie, his putts here. Can he complete the comeback to get the win in his first ever double ball challenge? Double hole in one would be big. First one missed. The other got it to go up to 57. Easy tap in for two for me up to 53. Eddie saved it up to 59. Danny for his two. Got it up to 51. On to hole 13. My putt here. Both rolling down. One rolled back. The other just missed to the left. Danny, his putts. One made it through. The other stayed in the center. He's going to hit this one for two. Rolled it in up to 53. Eddie, his putts. One made it through off the back of the hole. Just missed for a hole in one. The other stayed in the center. Now for two. Missed the hole off my ball. Eddie's going to tap that one in for two. His other for three. Rolled it in. Walked it in there. Danny in for two with his other up to 55. My putt here, not much of an angle. Missed it. Gonna tap it in for three up to 56. Now for two. Got it up to 58. On to hole 14. 5 holes to play in this double ball challenge. Danny, both made it down. One dropped in for a hole in one. Wow, we hardly ever see holes in one on this hole. My putts here. One stayed on top, the other bounced back but stayed behind the hole. Eddie, his putts rolling down. One out of play but bounced back in, just missed for a hole in one. The other stayed in the center. My putt here hit Eddie's ball. Rolling down, stayed behind the hole. Eddie for his two. Needs a bounce. Bad bounce off the wall. My putt. Got it. Now my other one. Can I save it? Yes, got it for three. 5 on this hole for me. Eddie missed it. Got it there up to 67. His other one. Rolled it in for three. Danny for his two after that hole in one. Got it to go. Danny on record watch with 4 holes to play. On to hole 15. Danny on record watch. The current record in a double ball challenge is 78. His putt lipped out. Ended up right by each other there. My putts, both taking the slope back. Missed for a hole-in-one on both. Still some work left. Down by 5 to the lead. Eddie down by 12 to the lead. His putt split the hole. Soft bounces back now for his 2. Missed it to his left. Can he tap it in for 3? He does. His other for 2. Rolled it in up to 75. My putts here. Got it. My other one for 2. A big putt to stay in it. Rolled it in. Danny, can he make both for 2? Got the first. Now his other one. Rolled it in up to 62. On to hole 16. Danny in the lead on record watch still. His putts rolling down the right side. My putts here. Can I find it for a double hole-in-one to put some pressure on Danny? Split the hole. Both rolled by Eddie. His putts. One hit the wall on the right. The other missed to the left. Has a good look for 2 on both. Got it there. Now his other for 2. Rolled it in up to 79. Danny, can he make both? First one, got it. Now his second for 2. Rolled it in on record watch. My putt here for 2. Rolled it in. The other for 2 to be down by 5 with 2 holes to play. Got it up to 71. On to hole 17. Danny still on record watch. The current record is 78. His putts rolling down, following each other here. Both hit the wall on the left. Got a bounce and miss to the right. Has those for 2. My putts here. One bounced out of play. The other, can I find it for a hole-in-one? No, missed to the left. And rolled off the slope behind the hole. Eddie. His putts here down by 13 to the lead. Rolling down. One missed to the left. The other missed to the right. Took the slope, stayed behind the hole. My putt here for 2. Had a backstop. Stayed there on the right side. Now for 3. My putt. Right over the edge. Gonna tap it in for 4 up to 75. Now for 2. Rolled it in up to 77. Eddie trying to break 90. Missed it there. Now for 3. Got it. His other one for 2. Missed it to the left. Can he tap it in for 3? He does, up to 85. A light putter drop there. Danny for 2. Missed it. Can he set the record? Has to beat 78 for the new record. Rolled it in for 2 there. His other in for 3 up to 71. On to hole 18. Danny on record watch. Eddie down by 14 to the lead in his first ever double ball challenge. My putts here. Got a bounce. Just missed for a hole-in-one. The other stayed along the wall. Danny needs to make a 6 or better here to set the new double ball record. His putts, one right by the hole. The other in a good spot as well. Gonna tap his first in for 2 up to 73. My putt, got it for 2. My other rolled it in an 81 and a second place finish. Eddie, his putt, got it. Now for 2 to break 90. His putt rolled it in up to 89. Danny, for the new record, whipped it in a 75. The new double ball record. Wow, good playing, Team Danny. Congrats on the win.